My name is Dan Shugar. I'm an associate professor in the Department of Earth, Energy and Environment at the University of Calgary. In the early morning hours of August 10th, 2025, a mountain in Tracy Arm in southeast Alaska slid into the sea, triggering a tsunami that ran up 481 meters on the opposite fjord wall, the second highest tsunami ever recorded. The giant landslide triggered a seismic signal equivalent to a magnitude 5.4 earthquake and came essentially without warning. Several vessels, including one small cruise ship holding 150 people, experienced the wave without serious incident because they were far enough away where the wave was smaller. A group of kayakers camped on an island in Tracy Arm just barely escaped the wave but lost their boats and gear. As the tsunami propagated out the fjord, it sloshed around, crashing against its steep walls, releasing enough seismic energy to be recorded on seismographs around the world for about 36 hours after the landslide. Luckily, no vessels were in the head of the fjord at the time, but Tracy Arm is a popular location for cruise ships who head up to see the glaciers, which are rapidly retreating due to human-caused climate change. The tsunami stripped the fjord walls of vegetation like a giant chainsaw, in some places hundreds of meters above the sea. The Tracy Arm landslide and tsunami wasn't a disaster, but it was a near miss. If the landslide had occurred 5 or 6 hours later than it did, at least one ship would have been up close to the glacier and the landslide would have had a very different outcome. The fact that the landslide occurred without warning in the months and years prior means that early warning would have been very challenging. The scientific community has substantially more work to do for disaster risk reduction in alpine and polar environments because the risk from these sorts of hazards is no doubt increasing in a warming world.